Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Dustin.
Hi, guys. I'm Chandra.
We're live on the correct stream this time.
And I'm not late.
She is not late.
I tried, but I wasn't.
She did go to the Goodwill today.
I went to 2 Goodwills today.
Oh!
Dose.
I got my nails done.
I broke a nail at Goodwill.
Oh, how do you do that?
Well.
Well.
I mean.
Oh, we're already behind. Look at
Oh, slow poking.
that.
Telling you, you are just not good at keeping up.
We've been live for a minute. Shauna's in the house. Sharon is in the house. Cindy's in the house. We'll be hanging out with her tomorrow.
Hi, y'all.
Tomorrow. We're going to eat some pizza tomorrow.
Yeah. What are we going to eat tonight? I'm starving.
Nothing.
So I had a class for work. I had to learn self-defense for work. And then I went and got my flu shot because we have to have a flu shot to work in healthcare. You have to have it. It's required. And then I went to Goodwill. 2 Goodwills. I went to one because a friend at work said, hey, this one's the great one I go to. I went there. It was not so great today. So then I had to go to another one because I'm already out and on that side of town. I might as well, right? So I went to the other Goodwill and I did good. I found some cool stuff, some super duper vintage things, and I'm very excited about it.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, it was a busy day, but a good day. But I didn't get to hang out with my girl because, all that stuff.
Sharon says today has been a very good day.
Yeah. And you got a Paw and Pookie day.
I know. She painted my fingernails. I painted her fingernails.
Mm.
We went and ride her little scooter.
You rode the scooter?
Oh, I did not ride. I carried the scooter a lot because she hurt her leg because she was running too fast in the...
Did she fall?
She didn't know. She was just like, oh, it hurts. But then she would run.
Mm. That makes sense.
So she was running. She's like, hold my scooter. I got to run.
Yeah. I got to get this energy out, she says. Got to get all this energy out. Wish I had that kind of energy. I could get it out.
Right. Shauna says, I'm having to make myself not do anything day. Been having a hard time with my left shoulder.
Oh, I'm sorry. That doesn't sound like fun.
Hit yourself in the right shoulder and make your left shoulder feel better.
I can hit him in his left shoulder and then he can have empathy.
You know what? I have empathy or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Intrepathy. I don't know what it is.
Anyway, I'm sorry. That sounds painful. I definitely empathize because I was shot in my left shoulder with the flu shot and it's all sore.
So Jen and Brian were working on the railroad.
All the live long day?
Yeah, they went on like this thing where they were like, like those old carts where you're like, and like you go down the thing, but it was like with their feet. But I guess they had to work harder than they were supposed to, and Brian was all grumpy. Brian's kind of like you. He's kind of almost always grumpy.
Well, grumpy is my normal state of being, always. It's not even grumpy. It's just, I'm just meh. Just meh. I'm not mad. I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm meh. 90% of the time.
Brenda's in the house.
Well, hello.
She's watching on the Facebook.
Cool.
Jennifer Lucas.
Hi, Jennifer. We need to get together again soon.
KPL 9 days, 22 hours. So this goes right into the topic at hand. Keto-PaLouZa sold out.
Yay.
All 300 tickets sold before the timer ran out.
That's very good. I know it takes a lot to get it organized and put together and get the butts in the seats. I'm sorry. I'm fiddling with my microphone. Doodly-doo. It works.
Doodly-doo.
Doodly-doo.
Nerd. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I'm excited for KPL. I was thinking it was this coming weekend, and I was like the whole live Sunday. I'm like, yeah, Keto-PaLouZa is this weekend. And people were like, no, it's not. And I'm like, oh.
That's okay. So he's trying to throw me for a loop because we have lunch tomorrow and he put it in his calendar, but not our shared calendar.
I didn't mean
And
to.
then he put in, so next week we're having dinner,
Yes.
right? And so that came through on both calendars. And I'm like, did he screw up? Did he put it on the wrong day? What's happening? Like, the calendar tells me what to do and when to do it. And so if it's not right, it freaks me out. You can't handle it. And I was going to pick up work this Friday, but I chose not to because there's a lot of yard sales and
Because
this church down the street from us has this amazing church sale every fall. They actually have like a school.
Give me that drink.
Yeah, they have a school for the church and they pay for like a mission thing to go on. And so for them to do this, they have this yard sale. And the last 2 years we've gone, 3 years, 2 years.
At least 2 that I remember.
At least 2 years I've gone to it knowing when it is. It's sometime like end of September, early October. And I found it on, Dustin found it on Facebook. They have a preview sale the night before, which is going to be Friday. So instead of picking up work Friday, I need to go to this church sale so I can buy things to sell.
And like the main street up from where we live, there's like 3 or 4 different giant neighborhoods and they're all having their community sales. So we're going to go to those.
Yeah.
So if you know, you know.
I stopped and got McDonald's drinks on the way home because they're the cheapest ones and they were on the way. And I was having a raging headache. Still kind of am from not eating anything and not having enough caffeine for the day.
Hey, Hungry Heath in the house.
Hello. So, you have Coke Zero. I have Diet Coke because Diet Coke is yum and Coke Zero is
Diet Coke, it tastes like chemicals. Diet Coke tastes like chemtrails, and Coke Zero tastes like Shangri-La. Not to be confused with Chandra-La, the resale store of your dreams.
Hey, don't pick on me.
I have to.
No, I like it.
It's beautiful. What area are we in? We are in central Indiana.
Yeah.
Western central Indiana, if that makes sense.
Itchy knows someone's talking crap.
Donna. No. It said the shoulder this is the shoulder years ago I fell and shattered. Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh, that sounds rough.
Think about doing what when we go to KPO? I'm missing things.
You are missing things.
She's going to shatter her shoulder at KPO.
That is not what she's going to try to do. Maybe try to get together is what she was saying.
So they had fun with the train track thing.
Yeah.
And then they went to Texas Day, Brazil.
I don't know what that is.
It's basically a different, it's a different Fogo de Chao.
Oh, okay.
It's like you go and you have the little pucks and you say, meat, yes, no.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we talked about maybe taking a train ride when we go to Florida, and then we looked at the price. Holy freaking moly.
Shnikes.
It's how much a person?
It was like for the 7 of us there and back, it was going to be over $700 just to go from MPO or whatever, in MCO, the Orlando International Airport
to Miami.
Yeah. So the train picks you up at the airport in Orlando. So we'd have to park at MCO.
Right.
And then we would take a train down to Miami to try to meet up with her parents for the day.
Right.
And that would have cost us $700.
And it's still 3 hours each way.
It takes longer to ride the train than it does to drive.
Ridiculous.
So we'll drive.
We're going to drive. Or we're just not going to do
it.
Oh,
me, Miami. I'm going to go to Miami.
I mean, I do.
See Will Smith.
I love my parents. It would be nice to see them. But they
all go to their house.
Live an extra 3 hours drive away and 3 hours back.
They live like this far from the Keys.
Ridiculous. Anyway, so we're not sure if we're going to go see them. That's an extra. That's a lot of time in a car with a toddler. Anyway.
All right. So she said I should come down Thursday and do the rail gig with Kate Connolly and she.
What is that what you were saying that Jen did?
Yeah, is that what Jen did?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Food was good, just ate too much. Maitreya in the house.
Hello.
We're almost caught up, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I want to beat you up. All right, Cindy.
Coke Zero is gross. And he makes me try all the new stupid Coke flavors that they come out with. They're all gross. Every one of them. There isn't a single good one.
Okay, the new one. It's like T7000 or something like that. If you see it, it tastes like it's got apple cider vinegar in it. It's gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that one
They're
is terrible.
all disgusting. Now you liked the Starlight.
The Starlight was good. I like Starlight.
Nice.
I liked there's whatever the new one is. It's like it tastes like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Delicious. The new Fanta and like the Halloween-y bottle.
Yeah, the one that's like a mystery flavor.
Yeah, it's a mystery flavor Fanta. It's black
it's
inside.
a sugar-free one also.
Yeah, it's a black liquid on the inside and it tastes like a Granny Smith apple kind of.
I don't know what it tastes like, but it doesn't taste like that to me.
Well, because your taste buds are broken.
Yeah, they are. It's probably from kissing you.
Yeah.
Destroyed everything on my face. Anyway. You're going to have to read that to me. It's very long.
Brian and I were looking to go to the Ark in Kentucky. It will cost $135 per person. No.
Ooh, that's pricey.
No, I don't think that's happening.
No, that's awful expensive.
That's like
theme park tickets.
That's like how much it costs to go into Disney World for the day.
Right. That's what I mean. Like for that, I can see a big mouse and I'm down for that.
Yeah. It's like a walkthrough version of Noah's Ark in like middle of nowhere, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I think it's like right next to the Creation Museum too. I'm always on the lookout for the flavors, like the mystery flavors and all that stuff. Have you guys tried Shasta? Shasta.
We have that at my work. For
Shasta?
patients. Yeah, we have Shasta and Diet Shasta.
Well,
their lemon lime version.
Well, okay.
And regular, like their Coke version.
So it popped up on my thing that Menards carries a couple zero sugar flavors of Shasta.
Mm-hmm.
They've got like a tiki Hawaiian flavor.
Weird. Okay.
Like a dreamsicle flavor.
Okay.
And like
sorry, I'm trying to take my socks off. I was wearing compression socks and now they're just compressing too much. Continue.
Anyway, rude. They've got whatever. Another, they got like a lemon lime flavor, I think, maybe. And they're not aspartame, they are sucralose and Ace K. So I'm gonna, and they're like sub $4.
If you want the lemon lime one, I can bring one home from work.
Is it a zero sugar version?
I think so. Because
these are zero sugar, not aspartame.
I don't.
I mean, they're sub $5 for a 12-pack. So that's really darn cheap. And I just got to find a Menards. I think there's one in Avon.
Save big
money at my Nets. Anyway, just Jason Keto's in the house and more.
Hello.
And then. Like just Jason Keto and then no and then.
I may have to take some ibuprofen. This headache is not improving. Either that or drink another whole cup of coffee. And then I'm not sleeping tonight.
Coffee. Carbonated. Well, I've got to be awake till like 1:32 o'clock.
Well, I need to be awake too.
Because I've got Toxic Tuesday tonight.
You're talking about
that 1975 movie with Charles Bronson.
No.
Yeah.
It looked boring.
Well, it was kind of boring. It was like a hobo UFC.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I just saw parts.
He literally, the beginning of the movie, hops off a train. He was a hobo.
Nice.
Hobo.
I saw part of the movie where they went into a not warehouse, exchanged some letters. A hooer house. That was the interesting part of the movie. It didn't show anything. It just showed him going in and picking people. And I was like, this is really
And then the lady kind of being like, Oh yeah, you were wonderful.
I didn't even see that part. I don't know what I was doing. I was probably playing on my phone.
Because like, I was. She was like, "Oh yeah, you were wonderful." 1975. It was like set in like the 30s.
It was just not good. I didn't watch it, and I can tell you it was not good. Maybe it was good back then. It is not good now. It does not hold up. Anywho.
I don't drink a lot of diet soda, which is the difference between zero. So I think a lot of times now with they're changing over to zero sugar as a better marketing because the word diet is considered offensive and zero sugar is more in vogue, if you will.
The other thing is like specifically with Diet Coke and Coke, they are two drastically different flavored items. They are not the same drink just without sugar. Whereas the Coke Zero
is more like traditional
tastes
Coke.
like Coke, but without the sugar.
Yeah.
Diet Coke does not taste anything like Coke. It's its own beast entirely. And I prefer that beast.
Yeah. So Diet Coke is a random one because there's a Diet Pepsi and then a Pepsi Zero Sugar. I'm not sure which one. I don't know. I'm used to Diet Pepsi. I don't know if I've ever had the Pepsi Zero Sugar. Maybe we should try it.
I don't know.
Maybe we should try it. See what's in it again.
I don't really like Pepsi products.
Yeah, it's better than Diet Coke.
I basically, if I'm going to drink soda, I drink Diet Coke or I drink those ice energy caffeine drinks in the red only. Or I just don't drink soda. I don't like the lemon lime flavors. I only like root beer if it has ice cream in it. And therein lies the problem because I meh ice cream.
She's a weirdo.
I'm very picky, which is why I'm not sure that, how I got this fat. There's a lot of stuff I just won't eat.
So it says, Miss Law, try some magnesium.
I know. It's on the list. I think I also was like chomping on my gum a lot today, which kind of causes that like jaw pain that leads back into headache pain. I don't have TMJ, my daughter does, but I think like I've got, I don't know, you can overwork your jaw and make it painful.
You kids are spoiled. I grew up on Tab.
I tried Tab back in the day. I was not a fan. But I, and the friend's mom who drank Tab also smoked Virginia Slims.
Fresca is delicious.
Oh, I do like Fresca. Diet Coke, Fresca, and those red ice drinks. That's all I'll have. Or I'll drink water and complain about it.
And then
I'm going to fight you.
You promise.
He's always being mean to me.
Okay, somewhere they asked about the meetup this Saturday. The meetup was great. I got to hang out with Cindy and her husband, and there was a gentleman who drove down again all the way from Kansas. He left like 6 p.m. the day before. It was a lot of fun. We played like bingo, but it was called Bacon. I found
that sounds like a fun game.
I found the food to be like, I just got the chicken. I wasn't a big fan of the food. So I wouldn't go back unless there's another meetup. I just wouldn't go. It's not really close.
Yeah, it is kind of far for us.
It's like a 35-minute drive.
Yeah.
Which I didn't mind because it was a 35-minute drive there and back with Jen Lucas, and that was a lot of fun. And the meetup was fun. But outside of that, I just didn't think the food was meh at best. And I mean, I kind of went into it knowing it was going to be meh because they didn't even have sausage.
Well, and sausage. I can't.
Uncle Big Guy in the house?
Anyway, it's because you don't like barbecue sauces in particular. Not that you don't like.
Oh, that
them.
was Uncle Big Guy? The guy from Kansas? I didn't know that's who that was. Okay. I mean, we were talking, but I mean, I never got what his name was on YouTube. Oh, okay. Uncle Big Guy was there. All right. Okay. I guess I should have paid attention better. I don't know what. I was just kind of like, I don't know. Now I've been adding the DoorDash, so it's kind of made me a little tired, more so than.
If I'm not there to keep him in line,
it's true.
This is what happened.
It is very true.
You saw what happened Sunday. You know.
That's rude.
true.
That's what I get for trying to start a live stream without having coffee. I was waiting to have the coffee till I started the live stream.
Bad plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking about a half hour before that at a pregame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pregame my coffee episode.
That makes sense.
Yeah. AFA.
Go back up. I think you missed some stuff.
Probably.
Slow poking.
Topo Chico lime. I've got some of that in the garage, but I guess there's some chemical in it that I don't know. There's always something. There's always something.
Somebody always has to point out the bad things.
Right?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with cigarettes till they told you they made you cancerous.
3 out of 5 doctors said smoke menthol.
Sorry, we're both kind of ornery today.
Yeah, Cindy thought my debacle on Sunday was funny.
I thought it was funny just you telling me about it. So I feel that. I was trying not to be mean. I was like, it's okay, babe.
Oh, AFA, like air frying. I was thinking it was like AFK, like in the 90s, away from keyboard. ASL, age, sex, location.
Yeah. Your MySpace is showing.
No, that was not MySpace. That was AOL. America Online.
That
yes.
Your dial up.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yes. Yes, they do.
I was thirsty there.
Oh, I'm very yawny tonight.
Where are your keyboards?
They're right there. I had to learn today how to get out of a wrist grab. So if somebody grabs your wrist, grab my wrist. You take your hand, first you step toward them, take your hand, and then pull away. And if you're mean, I'll fight you. But it's different when we're sitting next to each other. You're standing, you use your body force to pull it away. Anywho. And then they had to say, you do all of these things, but it's totally different if the patient's in the bed. That's helpful. Super helpful.
Just knock them on the floor.
They're in the bed. Well, they did say if you get bitten, that you push into the bite, and that even works with dogs. You push into the bite, and if you can grab them around the back of the head and push into the bite, they'll let go most of the time. And I'm just like,
who's going to think of that?
So they're in a bed. They've bitten me.
You got to cut your arm off.
How much force am I allowed to use? How much force is reasonable?
It's like you're going to be like a zombie, but like instead of becoming a zombie, you become invalid yourself. You're like, and you lay in the bed. You're like,
you can't catch ICU.
You can. It's fine.
You cannot catch it.
Partners in ketosis. Hello.
Hi.
They are going to be at KPL.
Very cool. I will not.
I told them that. They were like, is she going to be there? And I'm like, nope.
I will be at work and trying to fall asleep at night without you here and hoping that the boy is...
He won't be here.
Well, he might be.
He should be moving out, right? Or is he not?
I mean, he should be, but I still like, that's, very short time frame away from here. And
he is not
making giant strides. But we deal, so we're considered in a high risk area because we have ICU patients. I'm an ICU nurse, which means that our patients are under a great deal of stress and their family members are under a great deal of stress, makes them a higher risk for acting out violently. So fun stuff.
Weird.
Yeah. It was ED, outpatient clinic, and ICU have to take a 4-hour class every year. If you work in behavioral health, you get an 8-hour class where you learn how to take people down. I kind of want to take that class, but I didn't. My people are already down. Usually you can medicate them well enough. They won't bite.
Something wrong with you.
Yeah, I definitely think that nurses should be able to defend themselves. And I'm in a lot of nursing Facebook groups, and there's a lot of like nurses talking about how they've been violated by patients or patient family members, getting yelled at, having things thrown at them, being hit, punched, kicked. We actually had a patient not too long ago that was violent toward the nursing staff, but the patient themselves had a lot going on and had a particular disease process at the time that was also impacting their mental stability. So it wasn't like that's who they are and they're a violent person and they're trying to hurt people. It was that this perfect storm of bad things happened and they became violent. So luckily nobody was severely hurt, but they tried to stab one of our nursing staff with a pen and choke him with a lanyard. So that happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Shauna says, my mom retired from the state hospital. They did defensive takedown drills.
Yeah. My sister is a psych nurse in Wisconsin, and they do defensive takedowns frequently. She works at a county hospital, and they have a lot of times when they need to take down a patient. I thank the Lord do not work in psych. More props to anybody who can. I don't think I have the mental fortitude to do it.
So Partners in Ketosis said that they're excited to meet me, but they wish you could come too.
I wish I could come too, but I do work weekend option. So I am required to work every weekend of the year, and I get 4 days off per year. Now, obviously, if I'm only working weekends, that means I have 5 days off every week, but I only get 4 weekend days off a year. 2 of them are being utilized to go to Disney World, and I used one earlier this year for my granddaughter's 5th birthday. So I got one left. I better not get sick.
I'm sure they'll work with you if you get sick.
I know they will. I just don't want to push my luck.
Yeah.
So
like 2 days off, utilizing 2 days means she's got what?
2 weeks.
What? Not quite 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, it's a Monday through
the following Friday.
Yeah.
So it's 12 days, not 14.
Yeah, 12 days. 12 days off for taking one weekend off. So
yeah.
But it'll be fun. It'll be worth it. Let's see.
Does mom work with patients who were smart enough to get out of jail by being mentally ill or playing the game?
Yeah. Well, and I want to say this nicely. When people are sick physically, they start showing you all of their little mental quirks that they may or may not have. I have yet to have a normal patient, and all of my patients are wonderful. They're great. I enjoy taking care of them. But when you're at your worst, you present your worst. And that just is what it is. And, I know when I'm sick, I am a horrible person to be around.
Just then?
Shush. So, we try to give the patients grace, but it also doesn't mean to walk on us and treat nursing staff poorly. So I like being able to take a self-defense class, and then they give us tools that we can use. Hopefully we don't ever have to use them. And they also let us know, like, we are protected should something happen. Our hospital is, there's 2 local hospitals that are in the same sort of that I am aware of, that I've worked at both of them, where our security is actual law enforcement. They're not just security officers. So if you have a patient or a family member and they're just off the chain, you call security and they're dealing with actual police officers. And that sort of helps just kind of cool everything down. They do a lot of crisis training, especially to work in the hospital. They take additional courses to do that. So they are very helpful, and they've got our backs, and they're always like, they're there. And I mean, the last time we had to call the police officers to come up, I mean, they're on the floor in less than 5 minutes. They're there. So it's really helpful.
Jen Lucas says that she thinks AIDS testing shouldn't be able to be refused for your protection. I don't know how that works.
So when you're on the ICU, the thing is that you're being cared for with your family agreeing to treatment. Sometimes you get the opportunity to agree to treatment, right? If you come in, but you still have your wits about you before things go so bad. But once you've signed and agreed that you're going to receive treatment, then we're going to treat you. And that means that we're going to send off whatever testing is necessary to diagnose you. Typically, an AIDS test is not a requirement for what we're treating you for, unless we think that may be a cause of what you have going on. As far as that goes, like, we typically wouldn't test for that unless it's something we have a concern for that would be causing your problem. That doesn't mean that, if you came in and you were a chronic IV drug user, that we wouldn't suggest it if you hadn't had it done. And we're going to be drawing your blood anyway to take care of a lot of other things. It would maybe get thrown in the mix as well, just to rule out, just to make sure it isn't something adding to your problems. I know, there are other rules in other areas, and outpatient and, inpatient and things like that. For us, we treat every patient the same, emotionally and mentally. But for our protection, when you see your nurse put on gloves, part of it is for your protection, but part of it is for ours. If we're doing anything that's going to have bodily fluids, we need to protect ourselves. So we wear gloves. If we think you have something contagious, we wear gowns and gloves. If we think you've got something that's respiratory, we're wearing masks, because we can't get sick. We still have to care for you. That was one of the things about that self-defense class they were talking about, because, active shooter is the big thing that everybody talks about nowadays. And when they're talking about that, they're like, you need to get out. And even if it means leaving your patients, you got to get out, because when everything's done, we need you back. And I was like, oh, like, you don't think about that. I mean, you think about that, but you're like, I can't just abandon these people. And
you don't get to go home for the day.
Well, but
I mean, because like any other
Right.
business that happens to, the business will shut down for the day.
No, yeah.
Well, I know, but a hospital doesn't shut down for the day
Right.
because you can.
Well, they were talking about, like, if say somebody freezes and you can't get them out of their own mental state, you have to leave them and go. If somebody gets injured, you can try to help encourage them to move, but if they're not movable, they don't want you moving them. They want you to leave, because if you can't get away, you can't be helpful when everything is over. And I'm like, that goes against everything in my person. That is just, and I get it and I know why, but it still makes me feel like, how could I just abandon people? That I would probably not be okay with that.
Treya says, now, I think there was a misunderstanding with when I posted that. So she says, Shander, did Dustin tell you I got your bottle of sriracha, taking it to KPL? He might eat the fudge, but some sriracha should make it home.
Oh, the sriracha's for him.
Well, the reason why I posted that is because I went into the post office the other day, and the lady that I see at the post office would go, so there's usually like 2 or 3 post office that I go to, depending on when or what time of day that I need to go in. So our close one closes at 5. The one that's like about a block and a half up the road. It closes at 5. And there's one a little bit up the street that's about 2-3 miles from us. That one closes at 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the late one up by the airport that closes. But so the one that's further up, it's the one that closes at 7. Excuse me. I went to that one, and the lady was like, that video you made with the 1999 sriracha, where was that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that was in Cincinnati. And she goes, oh, I've been looking for sriracha. Oh, excuse me. Woo. She'd been looking for sriracha and hadn't been able to find it. She said, I've tried all these other brands and they're just gross. I throw them away. The only original is the only one that's good. And I was like, all right, and I was like, okay. So I went home. Or actually, I think I did it in the parking lot. The parking lot before I left, because I usually when I'm leaving the post office, I'm going to go do door dashing for a while. So I went ahead and I sat down and I put that in, and then I logged into DoorDash and went and did my thing.
Yeah.
I put that out there on Facebook saying, has anyone been to Saraga? Because I knew that they had a bunch the last time I was there, and that was the normal price. They were like $6 or $7 a piece or whatever,
Right.
which is not normal price, usually like $4 or $5, but I digress. But anyway, so she had asked me for that, and I said I would look, and I looked for it. And I went back and told her the other day, I was like, you can find it at Saraga. She hasn't gone yet. But that's amazing, and I'm really glad that you did get that, because I only have I only have one bottle of it.
Yeah.
And I've been like very sparingly using it anyway, because like even when I first went keto, I stopped using it because I hadn't even tried it for a while, because I knew there's like 1 teaspoon of sugar per serving or whatever. A serving's what, like a tablespoon or whatever.
You don't ever use that much.
No, I don't hardly use that much, unless sometimes.
Yeah.
But not often do I use that much.
Usually when you're making like a thing.
There's a gram of sugar per serving.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what a serving is. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, I had not been using it very much, and then I hadn't used it for a long time. And then I remember I opened it up, and like a little bit I got my finger, and I was like, it tasted like candy. It was crazy, like how sweet it tasted after that, because the first time I ever tried it was we were in an alley.
You tried sriracha in an alley?
Yes. Not like that. We were like there, so there was like this gyro place in the alley next to the Alley Cat.
Yeah.
They had like, you'd walk up to this little window, and they would hand it to you through the window in this dirty alley.
Nice.
And Kevin,
of course,
had some, and I took a fry from it. This is long before keto, and I took one and had some sriracha on it, and I was like,
yeah.
And I was like, love at first bite.
I don't like sriracha.
She thinks it tastes like spicy ketchup.
It tastes like spicy ketchup, and he says there's no tomatoes.
There isn't.
I don't care. It tastes like spicy ketchup to me. It just does.
In heaven.
But I like, so the same brand makes just a chili crushed chili paste
with garlic.
Oh, that stuff's good.
Yeah.
I put that bleep on everything. That's good. I do like that. I like that with my eggs and everything else.
I'm excitedly waiting, KPL for sure, many new people to meet this year. I hope that there's like a way, we need like a checklist, like who did I meet, who did I not meet, because it's going to be like 3 days of me forgetting everything.
You need a notebook. You know what you need? You need an autograph book. Here, will you sign my book? Will you sign my yearbook?
Here, you sign these for me. Ugh.
Yeah, you're gonna put your boobies out and have people sign them.
Yeah. I'm gonna need people to like be like, that was me. Okay, cool. Because that's gonna be a whirlwind of people and stuff.
I will get you a book to get it all written in. You just have to take it with you.
Okay. Let's see. I have done live-in care for 15 and a half years with mentally ill adult, but she's not violent, thankfully.
Yeah, that's good. 15 and a half years with the same person. That's nice. That way you've got.
They're basically like family at this point.
Yeah, you're basically family.
Written you into their will. Oh yeah, sickness and pain is hard to manage when your baseline goes way down.
Oh yeah. Like I said, when I'm sick, I'm horrible.
She said you're a great person to be that empathetic.
Thank you.
I haven't met her in person yet. She'll trip you down the stairs.
That's just you. I'm nice to everybody else. It's just him.
It's true. She's mean to me.
No, I'm not. Don't even.
If I blink twice.
You're such a butt. No, he still thinks that I tortured him after he had his hernia surgery.
I know she did what's supposed to, but it still sucked.
Because I made him walk.
It hurt.
I made him get up and walk.
Mm-hmm.
I told him he was fine. He would say no. I'd say, get up. We're going for a walk. I made him do it repeatedly.
Yeah. Jen and I talked about this on the way to and from.
Yeah.
About her husband and personalities and Alzheimer's and all that stuff and how rough it can be.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, dealing with somebody who's, who isn't of sound mind, whether it's their illness causing it or, I mean, Alzheimer's technically is an illness, whether they've got a mental disorder or whatever they have, oh, Thor's here to visit. He's saying hi. It does make it really difficult to care for them. And oftentimes we have, patients who are, they're sick and they're out of their normal mind, or they, what happens a lot in healthcare is that they're not understanding of what's happening, and there isn't a way to communicate it so that it is understood, because everybody comes with their own biases and their own, ideas of how things should go, and what this is and what that is. And when you're trying to explain it, a lot of times you can try it 20 different ways from Sunday and they just aren't understanding it. And sometimes it has to be, I've explained it to you 17 ways from Sunday, and the only way for me to tell you this is that if you don't X, then Y is going to happen. And that's the end of the story. And I can't fix it and I can't change it. And even if I fix it this time, the next time you come in may be the end. And that, unfortunately, is sometimes the way it has to be. But
Cindy says her father-in-law went through serious anger issues with Alzheimer's. He was never an angry person at all before that, but now like a lot of, I think that comes from fear. You don't know where you are. You know what I mean? There's a lot of you don't know
there
who
was
your
a
people
really
are.
good book I read. I believe it's called Still Alice.
Wasn't that her? Wasn't that someone who was going with drugs though? Wasn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure it's called Still Alice. Hang on a sec. Let me googly moogly it.
I know I've heard of it. There's a book out there, I think, where they went it was that or schizophrenia or something like that.
Let me see. What is it about? Okay, it is about Alzheimer's disease. I knew that's what it was. It's called Still Alice. It is by Lisa Genova. I guess they made it into a movie, but I read the book long time ago.
I can put a picture of it up here too.
Yeah, and it's essentially from the perspective of the person going through it. And when you're reading it, it really makes you understand how somebody could have violent behavior or tendencies when they're going through this. Now, mind you, I don't know, if she actually was the person going through it or if it's a dramatization. I don't recall. I read it many, many years ago, but it was frightening and it was terrifying reading this story, thinking, that this is something that any of us could go through at any moment, because in the book, the person going through it was awfully young to start having symptoms of Alzheimer's, at least to what we know of, today. So, but it's a very good book. If you have the opportunity to read it, it is called Still Alice. It's very well written, and it does talk about the experience of the person going through Alzheimer's, and it really makes you understand sort of where they're coming from. You very much, put into that realm, and it really, I mean, it hits hard. It hits hard. My grandpa did not have Alzheimer's. What he actually had was carotid blockages on both sides, and they didn't know until he passed. But he became just a totally different person, and he told me that he drove on a long bridge to Hawaii and watched them bomb Pearl Harbor, and he used to pick up our cats by their tails and drop kick them to get him outside. He shaved his face with WD-40. I was a teenager when he stayed with us, so I remember these things vividly. He would get lost. He'd walk us to the bus stop and get lost at the bus stop and couldn't get home. And my parents would have to go collect him, or the neighbors would. So the book although not the same, helps you see from their perspective what they're going through. And it is terrifying to read, but it really does, kind of help you understand how somebody could become an entirely different person and violent with dealing with Alzheimer's.
Jackie's
Jackie.
in the house. We missed you, Jackie.
And
I didn't get to see you Saturday, and I was
Thor
very
says
upset about
hi.
that. I don't get to
Here's
see you
Thor.
very often, and then you had all the problems. And I even brought your bag, which is now at Jennifer Lucas's house.
You hear him purring.
He does make sriracha.
Ooh, I wonder if that.
I would like to try that.
I wonder if that tastes like Spicy Kitchen.
So we just rented a sriracha and heard about you looking for it. So we went to several stores and it's all sold out.
You are shedding like crazy. That's like.
Have you guys? So you guys are you guys in Indiana? Partners in ketosis. I don't remember if you guys are in Indiana or not. Because I know from what I understand, Saraga has it and it's like $8 a bottle. So not $20.
Yeah.
So Treya says that she thought it was for you. So this was $11. They told me to buy enough to last me as they weren't expecting to get any more for a while.
Well, Dustin will greatly appreciate it.
I will.
And I appreciate the gesture. That's
for
very,
sure.
very nice, Maitreya.
Because I don't know like how much of it is an actual shortage of the peppers versus you're gross. Cat just sneezed on us.
Oh, you're fine.
It's disgusting.
You lived. I
do sit
wet
close
there.
to you. So anyway, I don't know how much of it is an actual shortage versus like I knew there was some things about like where the sriracha plant is in California. Like the people didn't like it being there, even though it had been there for a long time, and now they're kind of
made the air spicy.
They say I made the air spicy or whatever. It was like burning their eyes and all that stuff. So I don't know like how much that like complaints that was from years ago though. I don't know how much that has to do with it. How like is it the person that they're buying the peppers from? How much if like they're getting better offers from other manufacturers of sriracha because there are so many other brands trying to make it now, even though there's nothing quite like the original. Because we went to a Mongolian barbecue place and they had sriracha, not the original, just some flavor. And I got some and it was not, no. It's just, there's just something about the Hoi Fung brand that's just like,
yeah,
I don't know. So I appreciate you, Maitreya, very much.
The cat is cleaning my arm.
Sharon says they grabbed 3 bottles.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, so it wasn't really, it was like, okay, so this was kind of like in the party district. You gotta go take care of it. So like
the cat just settled.
I don't. It's gonna be really annoying to everybody else involved.
You're really annoying to everybody else.
I know, but yet here they are. So
fine, hold the cat.
Come on, cat.
Here, I'll move him. Keep him toasty. I don't want him running off.
All right. So basically, here. So like we're like a area where there's a lot of bars and stuff when you go, like when you're college kids and all that stuff, and there's like a Euro joint right there, and like it was right from one of the bars that I like to or used to go to. It's still there, and I still kind of enjoy going from time to time, even though like my favorite bartender doesn't work there anymore. But yeah, I mean, it was in a dirty alley, like legit dirty alley. Gross. Dirty alley. Yeah, I mean that's why the bar is called the Alley Cat, and it's like made all these lists of like top dive bars in the country over and over again.
Fixed it. Lost a cat in the process.
Last year, Dr. Barry signed my book of his.
Nice. Oh, you're toasty. I'm cold.
An autograph hound. I don't know if I've met a lot of people. I have very few autographs to to real. I mean, I don't even usually get pictures with people.
I could send you with some body markers. You could have them right all over you, like on your forehead.
I mean, I've met a good amount of people. It's just to me, like, just the experience is cool. I mean, usually when I'm meeting a celebrity or whatever, I know who they are and I remember meeting them.
Yeah.
But
Your brain doesn't work as good.
yeah.
That happens. Yes.
No, because then, because I shave my head a lot and then it'll just go away.
It will smear.
That would be nice.
That would be cool.
Like,
why don't you do that?
How?
Well, okay. So does Autumn have like a website where people post pictures?
No. Well, though they have there is
or like an Instagram.
Well, there is a book, like a Whack Family Facebook.
Because what if you guys made like a hashtag where everybody could post photos with this hashtag, keto, KPL, blah, blah, blah.
Hashtag KPL23.
And then you Google that and you collect all the photos and put it into a book. And people can buy the book.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. See if we can make that work.
I mean, that could be cool. I've seen people do it for like weddings and whatnot, where you do like everybody says hashtag Fred Zally 2023, you know.
Cats. Everybody loves the kitty. Everybody loves the cat.
He is I can't say he's the best cat. Okay. He is one of the best cats. Thor and I know you're not supposed to have favorites. Thor and Tigger are my favorites. Tigger eats mice. So Tigger is obviously the best. He is also the old one. We had him the longest. He's what, 14? Isn't that what we decided?
You were what, 2 years old before I got here?
Yeah.
So he's like 14, 15.
Yeah, he's 14 or 15, and he's my old man. He takes care of everybody. He herds children. He herds us. If we go for a walk, he needs to make sure we make it back safe.
Yeah, I go down to the end of the driveway to check the mail, and he follows me back. He follows me down, then kind of herds me back towards the house. Like,
he just needs
come on,
make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
So he's the best cat. He's orange. You will probably never see him. He does not come down here often. He likes to hide out in my room since Jackson's been here with the dog. When they move out, we'll probably see Tigger more often. Bruce.
Just Jason Keto says he's still here listening.
Oh,
he has the house to himself, so he's filming stuff.
Nice.
I have been so I've been sleeping in every day with them. And they sleep till like noon or 1.
We try not to sleep till that late. We were up at 10 the other day.
But by the time we get downstairs.
Yeah, we get up around 10 and then we dick around for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
We watch a movie. We have to brush our hair. We have to brush our teeth. We have to put on our stick-on earrings, pick out an outfit. There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 2 hours worth of stuff with a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
So the cat's back. Anywho.
Jeremiah.
Yellow. So
I saw him the other day.
Yeah.
He was in his driveway and I drove by. I was driving by real fast. I was like, beep, beep, beep. And he was like, what?
Sure, he appreciated that.
I did. And I had to text him. I was like, that was me. And then I drove back by, stopped in the middle of the road. Was like, and then I kept going. But I couldn't stop. I was dashing. Dashing. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Anyway. But so of the cats, Thor is the cuddly one. He is all mostly white and orange. And Tigger is all orange. He is the hunter of the cats. And then Bruce is the one that we discussed once upon a time ago, several episodes ago. Bruce is the poop cat, and no one likes the poop cat. Really, he's not that bad of a cat, but no one likes the poop cat.
So Jackie said something about not all the problems, just mainly the one. I don't know.
What did we miss?
The reason why we didn't see her Saturday, because she's a butthead.
Oh, yeah.
I beat her up, but
I don't think you'd win.
I wouldn't.
I bet she fights mean like me.
She probably does. Partners in Ketosis are in Florida. We'll be in Florida we'll be in Florida.
In October.
Well, so a month from today, we would have eaten at Ohana. Ohana means family.
Yeah.
And empty your wallet.
Oh, I'm wearing my up shirt. I don't know if you guys can see.
These are
There is
her balloons.
a cat in the way, and there's the house. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There's the house.
And there
And
are
there's
her
the cat.
balloons.
Stop it.
They're literally balloons.
They are balloons, but you just wanted to say that because,
How dare you?
because boobies.
How dare you insinuate that I am a naughty boy?
We are giant children. That is a thing.
But yeah, so the 26th we're having breakfast at Ohana. I can't wait.
Yeah, you want to meet Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Indeed.
It's like a $400 breakfast.
That is why you're door dashing. Do you not want me to pet you because you've got static cling and you're shocking me every time I touch you? Don't be mean.
Well, I don't want him licking me. It's weird when the cat licks
He's
you.
cleaning you. He likes
I just
you.
showered.
He's adopted you into his home.
All right.
Be
So
nice.
it said the boat was held up in California like last year. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There just seems to be something fishy going on with it. I don't know. Maybe there's not. It's just weird.
I don't know.
Shauna says it's not her fault. I'm blaming Shauna.
Definitely not my fault. 100%. Can guarantee not my fault.
We're all masochists.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm a mascot.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you the mascot for?
Me. Awesome. Being great.
Let's see. When I work.
Keep the cat, and the cat says nope.
Oh, yeah. Always. He's a butt. Oh. I need to film a video too. I just got all that stuff. I want to show it off.
We've got a lot. So she was doing like what sold every month, and we've still got to film like May, June,
I can't
July.
do May now. It only saves 30 days. 90 days back. 90
So we'll just have to film all those. So we'll maybe film those on not Friday. We'll be busy Friday. We've got a dedicated day to film your stuff, and then I've got to.
What are we? Oh, Friday we are busy. What are we doing Thursday?
We can film Thursday.
Thursday night we can film some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I just
gotta have time to go dash.
Cat fur everywhere on me now, like everywhere. My blanket is all cat fur. My face is cat. I have a fur beard.
There's a hashtag for Keto Orlando. Yeah, I think hashtag KPL 2023. I think that would be
something like that.
Something like that. I mean, so if you go to Instagram, you can see.
You might want to message Autumn and ask.
Well, we're going to talk. Well, that's what Radical Geek said. They can talk to her about it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Because they go live at 8:30 on Wednesdays.
Yeah, and see, if you can get, on Instagram. I don't know where everybody posts things. I think
that's the thing is everybody's different. And
I would say like Instagram would probably be the most mainstream, and Facebook. So if everybody can try to post it with their hashtags on Instagram and Facebook, and you need to make sure that that hashtag isn't already being utilized by something else.
KPL 2023.
You never know.
Yeah, I know.
What do you want? Somebody's wedding pictures and all your stuff?
Yes. Okay, so I created a hashtag in like 2014 just to pick on a friend. Okay, because she's a snotty little brat, and I had to pick on her. So it's if you ever look at my Instagram, every single photo has hashtag foodie pics for Erica. Erica spelled URRICA.
Yes.
Erica.
Erica.
Because she was a butthead and I had to show her.
Yeah, and so now other people are using that hashtag.
So like other food bloggers started using it and stuff. It was weird. And then I have Disney pics for Erica. Mm-hmm. When we went to Disney in 2015, peruse those on Instagram. There's like 100 photos and videos of our 2015 trip to Disney. Hashtag Disney pics PICS for Erica. Here, let me see if I can type it in here.
Oh Lord. The foodie.
Yeah. Well, there's for on Instagram.
Yeah. You can find those all there
Yeah.
and see that lots of other people, not just us, have used it.
Yeah. So Jackie said that there's a thing like that on Shutterfly.
Yeah.
Let's see. My favorite cat is the one on my lap at the time.
Well, mine is not, because I love the old one, Tigger, because he hunts.
Yeah, she said rent Tigger to me.
I love him because he hunts, but his claws are brutal and he cannot sit on you without nesting and making biscuits. And when he makes biscuits, you lose skin, and that is not fun. I do not enjoy that.
Ron's Keto Cafe says, hey everyone, watching from Massachusetts. I have a very, very good friend who lives in Falls River. I don't know how far that is from you, but hopefully I'll get to visit her someday because it looks beautiful there in Falls River. And she sounds like Laverne when she talks. She has the very thick Mass accent.
Yeah.
Or do you think we can? How much do you think we could charge Jennifer to let her have Tigger for a week?
I don't know that he would be as hunty. He'd probably be depressed for a little bit. She probably need him for a long time.
Probably.
I'm not going to get rid of Tigger.
Let's see. I honked at my brother in his work truck and had to text him, tell it was me.
Bye, Cindy. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're looking forward to it. Jackie says Jim got stranded because the belt broke on the side-by-side, which is like a four-wheeler thing.
Oh, okay. I was thinking something entirely different.
And let's see. She had to drive the big truck I've never driven and pull a trailer, which I've never done. Plus hook it up solo, and it was never done it. Obviously you did a good job.
I mean, you all made it in one piece, so
you're here to tail the tale. I don't understand. Where do all the hashtags go?
Well, it's just a way of searching something. That's all it is. Like when you can go on Google and search the hashtag and you'll find stuff. Bye, Sharon. You can go to Instagram or Facebook and search the hashtag, and anything with that hashtag will pop up. Anything. All they have to do is put it in their description.
Drop into the Autumn's live tomorrow night, Shauna, at 8:30 Eastern, and let her know. And I don't know, she's probably not going to want to do anything about it, but at least that live, there may be people who are looking for tickets. I don't know who's looking for tickets currently. I got rid of 3 this year, so I had a person give away 2 tickets, and I found them a home. And then another person, Mary T, gave up another ticket, and I found it a home. So yeah, I don't know if She said she'll pay 2 keto bricks. You already owe me one I forgot at your house that you gave to me out of the kindness of your heart.
2 keto bricks for a Tigger.
Yeah.
We could find you one just like Tigger. They're not that hard to come by. The orange cats are seemingly the most lovable and also fighty. Like not against people, but like other animals.
Yeah.
At least in my experience, orange cats.
Orange cats taste like orange cream.
Good luck biting him. You get real furry. I literally have fur all over my face right now. Like it's in my eye. I can feel it. It's there. I have become cat.
You have become cat.
I have become cat.
Yeah, if I'm able to get into her live tomorrow night, I will, because I imagine I'll go dashing tomorrow after we have lunch with Cindy.
Yeah.
Cindy will be in town tomorrow to have lunch with us at Rockstar Pizza.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all we have tomorrow, right?
That's all that we have. We were supposed to go to the Apple Orchard, but since it rained today, we're not going to go.
Right. We're going to go
next Wednesday.
Next week.
Yeah.
And
that's because all orange cats share one brain cell.
Yes, they do. They do. But it's a smart brain cell. It's not a dumb one, mostly. There's a couple who fell off the truck, but most of them are not dumb. Not the orange
cats
ones.
are known for their personalities.
I love an orange cat. And this Thor cat may be a white cat, but he's got orange ears and orange on his tail. And I think he's adopted a lot of the orange personalities where he's cuddly and he's sweet. Now he is stupid. And I don't know how else to put that. He is stupid. He licks the walls. He gets lost in our house and will yowl for help. And I mean, like, if we're in the kitchen and he walks to the kitchen, but he doesn't see us, he will start yowling. He is scared to go outside. He'll try to go out and then get terrified and run back in. He also does not know how to work the automatic food dispenser. It's not a dispenser. It's one of those ones where you fill it with food.
Fed.
Yeah, gravity fed. And you eat all the food and the food falls down. He doesn't understand. He does not know how that works. If there's food in the container and it hasn't fallen down and there's not enough in the bowl, he will cry like he's never going to eat again.
Well, the other cat hits it with his head.
Yeah, he's smart. So does the orange cat.
They just bang it with their head.
They figured it out. This one's like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
There's not the pieces of food that I want. There's these 10 pieces, but those aren't the ones I want.
The ones I want are up there at the top.
Yeah. But I used to dig through and take out the little tiny pieces.
Yes.
They're buttheads.
Yes. He also, does not understand dog. Not at all. He is terrified of the dog, but doesn't comprehend running away.
The other one likes to taunt the dog.
Oh, yes. The poop cat, Bruce, the poop cat, he likes to sit right in front of the dog and growl at the dog because he knows that the dog's going to get in trouble if the dog bites him. He is a jerk.
He almost got it today because I let the dog out and had the dog on the lead, and so she can run around the backyard. And then the cat wanted out. So I let the cat out, and then the dog goes, oh, and they go chasing. And then I hear, wow. I'm like, well, that's what you get for being dumb.
He's fine. He didn't get hurt.
Okay, so another thing that we do need to talk about before we lose total track of time.
Oh, yes.
Because we are over.
Cats.
Yeah, we are over by 8 minutes.
Okay.
Is the Indy Meet Up. Okay, if anybody wants to come to the Indy Meet Up, which is October 21st, that's a Saturday. It's in Amo, Indiana. Make sure that all your friends and family and relatives and people at the mall know that we're going to be getting together. We're going to have, it's pitch-in style. We're going to be providing some food. We're going to be providing food and such, and it's going to be $15 a person. I think that's what we said. You need to get a hold of Jackie at JackiesKetoJourney at gmail.com. I have made posts on my community page. I've made posts on my Instagram. I believe I've made posts on my Facebook. Share it with everybody. If anybody you think in the Indiana
or adjacent,
Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Michigan, Iowa, California, whatever, anybody who wants to come and hang out and have a not so raucous good time, we will be there October 21st at noon till about 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. 6 o'clock, probably.
Sometime o'clock.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. But make sure that everybody's
party like it's 1999.
Well, we're going to party like it's 1853, okay? But because we're big partiers, there's not going to be any booze. If you guys are, I'll bring some Coke Zero, some Diet Coke, some waters.
Thought you were going to say something entirely different, and I don't know why.
You know,
because I know what you would say if it wasn't this.
Some of that good Colombian. Anyway.
Do I have to get up again? All right.
Yes. She's got an email that she started sending. Slacking thanks to my mood. Jackie, I need to give you a big old squeeze, a big old hug. Maitreya says they're going to have to miss it. We intended to go, but many things got scheduled for that weekend. I know.
That's why we have the joint calendar, because I would have no idea what's happening otherwise.
Right. It's okay.
I got to go get this stupid.
We will miss you, Maitreya. But I'll give you extra hugs this weekend then, I guess. Not this weekend, the weekend after.
The weekend that
KPL. I'll give you like 1,100 hugs at KPL. Might be a little overkill. You'll be like, stop touching me. I'm like, okay.
You can push him down.
It's difficult. I'm a weeble wobble, but I will fall down. It's like the only way I could ever hang out with Jackie anyway. But tomorrow, Jackie, I know you'll be at work.
Out of state.
Yeah, right. Out of state or. But tomorrow, Jackie, we're having lunch. I know you'll be at work, but I figured I'd tell you anyway. Lunch at 2 p.m. at Rockstar Pizza. Me, Chandra, the little one, Cindy, and her husband. So, I don't know what you're up to, Jennifer Lucas. If you wanted to join us, let me know, and I'll come scoop you up if I can. Scoop. All right. Like 2 scoops?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Did we miss anything else?
I think we're all caught up.
Okay.
All right. Everybody, thank you all so very much for hanging out with Yanni over here.
Yes, thanks for hanging out. We had a good time. It's this bright light. It just makes me want to close my eyes.
Yeah.
It's like being out in the sun. It makes me want to go to bed.
She says that she's going to be making, Maitreya says she's going to be making a loaded cauliflower casserole to a party.
Ooh, that sounds good. I would eat that. It's really hard to keep them all in the air at once.
I know, you're like, oh, you're heavy. Oh.
I hope somebody's helping you with that.
It's like, I don't know, am I juggling or hanging out with cows or like trying to make a $20? I mean.
All right.
Thank you all for joining us. It's been fun. It's been real.
Yes. Thanks for talking about cats.
And all the fun nursing stuff.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure having you all here. It really, really is. It really does mean a lot to us. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye, guys.